Hey. Hi. Hi! Oh my god. Hey, how's it going? What's going on? I'm B. I make stuff. You're watching the Maker B podcast. I'm coming to you from Northeast North America, also known as Jabukduk, also known as Halifax, Nova Scotia, Canada. Yeah, that's the intro. Hi. I'm doing pretty well today. It's my day off. Enjoying my day off. It is very much a maritime storm happening outside. If you can hear rumbling or if the camera shakes in a weird way, you're like, what's making the camera shake? It's the wind. We could be in a lighthouse for all you know. I'm just sitting in a lighthouse on the coast of the Atlantic Ocean, just hoping for the best. I'm feeling pretty good today. I'm really excited to be here. I'm halfway through my yerba mate. Are you a fan? I am. There's a lot of caffeine in this. I'm feeling good. Today I am wearing, I'm gonna stop saying I'm not. I'm gonna always say Today I'm wearing my Bay pullover by Jackie Cieslak. I knit this in Hedgehog Tweedy's Superwash Merino. And I said that in my roundup of 2023 makes video, and people got mad. They were like, it's not superwash. I looked it up. Babe, I promise, this yarn was superwash. I swear on the life of my son, Elton, my cat, this is superwash yarn. I promise you it is. I guarantee it. You know why? Because I put it in the washing machine and I put it through the dryer even a little bit sometimes. And it's totally fine. And also because the tag says that. And yeah, everyone in the comments of that video was like, it's not superwash. And I'm like, this one is. I'm so sorry. It is. And not trying to start controversy on the internet. I swear. But this is superwash yarn. I don't like the yarn. I didn't like it. But I haven't tried the non-superwash. Maybe I like the non-superwash, you know? What else can I tell you? Oh, I'm wearing these earrings. I got these at Rhinebeck. They're quite cute. They might be a bit distracting. They catch the light. They're holographic. And something else that might be distracting is I got these weird, like, little patches above my eyes. And that's like a weird dry spot I'm dealing with. It might be spring in theory. It's winter in practice, you know? Yeah, we might be in Pisces season, but it's full Aquarius. I don't know a lot about astrology. I'm just saying words. Yeah, so I've got a lot of stuff to show you, I think. I'm at work. I'm winding down. I'm closing up my store. I own a consignment shop that I've had for about 6 years now, and I'm just done. So I'm going to move on, and I'm going to take a bit of a sabbatical. So this is probably the last video you'll see of me, or maybe not, the last podcast at least, before I close up for good. And that means a lot of changes for me. A lot of like energy shifts. I'm going to take definitely some time to just like be a person and not worry about everything and anything. Kind of just gonna relax. And that means good stuff for the YouTube verse, because I gotta direct my endless amount of energy somewhere, and it'll be to this platform. Probably. Oh, I'm sorry, I got cat hair over my nose and I might sneeze on you. My apologies. So yeah, I've been doing some sewing, and I think you're gonna be seeing a bit more sewing in the Maker B verse. It's mostly knitting here. I do a lot of knitting. But yeah, you'll see some sewing. I started a quilt, and you'll see that in my whips. Is works in progress, does that still count for sewing? Is that sewing lingo? I'm not sure. Possibly. Yes, I got spinning to show you, and of course, 2 finished objects. You're seeing them right there. They're just gonna sit there the whole time and just tantalize. They're like, ooh, look at us, we're works in progress. You can't see what it is until the end, though. Haha. Joke's on you. So yes, 2 of those, and I've got 3 whips, 2 of which you've seen. 1 work in progress you're not going to see today is my cider house socks. You saw them last episode. They're the ones that have like the pink stripes and the kind of TV static look with the cables that you can't see because they're marled. Those are at work. They're not finished. I can't believe they're not finished, but they're not finished. I'm just, you know, when you spend too long on something and you're trying to slog, you're trying to make it happen, try to push through. Yeah, that's a problem. I have a goal of making 16 pairs of socks this year, which kind of means a pair of socks and a half every month. So I am very behind on that, but I figure I'll catch up in the summertime when I don't want to knit other stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm so sorry. I'm so itchy. Ooh, my nose. My apologies. So yes, that is that. And I'm behind on that goal, but otherwise doing well. I've only finished 1 garment this year. Nope, 2. I kind of try to do like a garment a month kind of thing. But yeah, that's the intro. Yeah, I haven't acquired anything new this year, or this I guess round of podcasts. I have bought something this year, but not this podcast round. Since I last saw you, I haven't acquired anything new because I got a lot of stuff to work through. So I'm working through my stash. I'm not buying things because I'm gonna go to Knit City, Toronto in May, and during my unemployment time, and I'm gonna be visiting my good Judy, Emma. I'm so excited to see her. Emma was my roommate for a while, right before Zoe and I moved in together, and she's so fun. She's very gorgeous to me, and I'm so excited to see her. But also I'm in Toronto. I'm going to go to Knit City, Canada. Knit City, Canada, I think it's called, but it's like Knit City, Toronto. The city changes. Anyways, if you're going to be at Knit City, Toronto, I would love to say hi, meet you, hello. Yeah, I would love to say hi. Please send me a DM. Let's be buddies, okay? I want to make more friends. Hang out with me. Oh my god, I'm not desperate at all. I'm so chill. I want to knit with you, so just, yeah. Maybe I'll do a Maker Bee meetup. I'm joking. I'm not. Am I? Who's to say? Who's to say? One thing I did do this round that is different from last time, so it's kind of like an acquisition, is I painted my bobbins. This is just one example. This one's green. The other ones are blue and yellow and pink and rose? Pink and rose? Like there's a deeper pink and a lighter pink. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. That is all of that. We are finished with that. A whip that you've seen before that hasn't actually changed that much, so we're not gonna spend too long on it today, is my Aurora Cabin shawl by Stephen West. I finished this stripe section, which is like literally just 8 rows, but I'm kind of reintroducing it to the podcast because it went away for a couple months, but I will be. It's a lot. Yeah, it's a lot to look at. I have joined the Big Ass Shawl Make-Along, hosted by Courtney, Love a Girl Knits, and someone else who I don't know quite well, but I know and love Courtney, so I joined that knit along. I really I'm gonna say this out loud because I feel like other people might feel the same way, and I think it's important to say things so that people don't feel like they're alone, you know? Not to get dramatic and sad. It's not sad, I promise. More so like, everyone's a human and that's okay. I really struggle to make friends in online spaces like Discord, for example, because I don't know how to navigate those social situations as much. Like, I feel like in-person social, like, agreements are more, like, universal, whereas online, like, I could be talking to someone from Istanbul, or I could be talking to someone from Norway, or South Carolina, or, I don't know, like, Seoul or something, and we all have different, like, when I react with like a crappy crying emoji, it might mean something different for someone else, you know? So I'm always so worried about, I really struggle to understand interacting in spaces where there's a lot of people online. So I've been having a hard time. I always struggle to like insert myself in like a Discord group, or like I'm in a few knitting Discord groups, and it's really fun to like see everyone's stuff. But I find it, one, really hard to keep up with all the notifications. I'm like, it's so overwhelming, and I find it hard to remember who is who and like what information belongs to what person, because there's like 50 of us, and it's like, I know this person had mentioned they have kids, this person is child-free, but like maybe it's switched because their username is so similar. I'm like, I need to make a spreadsheet because I never want to be disingenuous online. Like, I want to ask about how people's lives are, but I never want to get things mixed up. And I find without having a person to connect all that information to, it's so hard. Anyways, that's my rant for today. One of many, I'm sure. But I love online spaces, but I also find, and I will always keep trying to like be a part of that world, you know? But it doesn't come easy to me, and it's not comfortable, but it's still fruitful. Like, I still enjoy it. it's just, I just want to say that just in case maybe someone else is out there and they're like, I'm trying really hard, but like, this isn't quite working for me, but I'm going to keep trying. I'm like, you're not alone, buddy. Me too. The online world's so weird. It's really hard, but it's also totally worth trying, you know? So cheers. Yeah, so there's a Discord for this. I think you can join if you want to join. It just exists in the world. I can put a link to it in the description here. But yes, this is my Aurora Cabin shawl. I've got 5 yarns going here. The neon green is coupe sock. The pastel is a cashmere blend, which I'm always going to drop because cashmere. From Fleece Artist Handmaiden. This pink is my own dyeing. This green is my own dyeing. And then this is just an Issachar sock yarn. I really am sad about the pink. It's a little too dusty. Like everything else is quite like vivid and saturated color, whereas this is quite muted. So I'm gonna try to hide the pink for the rest of the shawl. And also we'll see how the rest of it works up. But yeah. I like bright colors. One thing about me, I like colors. This looks like a clown carnival to me. But yeah, it's a Stephen West pattern. It's my first Stephen West pattern. And I'm getting through it. I don't think I'll be knitting another one of his for a while, but I want to have this finished maybe for Knit City. I love wearing outlandish outfits to knit festivals because where else are you gonna wear them to? You know? Like, I'll prove my point with this next work in progress. So the next whip I'm going to show you is my Harley sweater made with my own hand spun yarn. So if you saw someone in public wearing this, that's a lot, you know? Like, I think the average Joe on the street would say, that's cool. Why are you wearing that sweater? It's ridiculous. Whereas if I go to a fiber festival and I'm wearing this, everyone's like, oh my god, you spun that yarn. Oh my god, like, entrelac, so cool, amazing. So this is what I mean. I think I want to wear this to Knit City as well, but I know it's going to be so warm, but I simply don't care. I'll just wear my best deodorant and a really thin undershirt, and I'll just rock this. So yeah, this is my Harley sweater. I have the body of it finished. I finished the body when I had strep throat. I was down for a full week. I've never had strep throat before in my life. And I've never taken antibiotics except for when I was like a teenager. When I was a teenager, I was hospitalized with pneumonia in Shanghai. So yeah, anyways, I had antibiotics and I got better immediately, but I was so shocked to have had strep throat. Apparently everyone has it right now. You can't get a vaccine for it, otherwise I'd have a vaccine for it. I have tonsillitis almost like once a month. Like I feel like my tonsils are very sensitive. They're gross. Sorry to say it. So I just assumed it was tonsillitis, but it just got worse and worse and worse. And I was like, I gotta go get this checked out. We got checked out and it was, you know, strep, and then it got better. But I'm really happy. Like I'm quite vigilant about getting other people sick. It really stresses me out. But I had to miss 2 of my pottery classes. I'm taking pottery right now. Oh, I'm rambling now. This might have to all be cut out. I'm so sorry. I missed a lot of stuff. My life, I didn't go to work for 3 days. I haven't missed a day of work in a long time. But all that being said, is I had a lot of time to work on this. So I finished the upper body for both of these. I split for sleeves, made the upper body, and I just have the sleeves left. So we've got this newly edition. This is the same as the bottom. These guys are both crux fibers. I just love, can you just check out how this, like that's so fun, hey? Also, this is beautiful. Oh my goodness, this is Lewis and Jane. I bought one of their bats when I was at the Tatamagouche Fiber Festival at Sisterhood Fibers. This section is my favorite. The cool thing about handspun is you get so obsessed with like one specific part of what you're making, you know? Like, I look at some of this handspun yarn and I'm like, oh yeah, those 2 stitches are so beautiful and they'll never be recreated, you know? It's so nice. It's so nice. I love it a lot. Now, my issue is that I don't have enough of this yarn to match the sleeves. So I'm going to have to spin up more yarn for the sleeves. I've got a lot of this left, so I'll definitely have some pink in the sleeves. And I have enough of this bottom stuff to probably add 1 row to the sleeves and also finish off the neck and the cuffs, which is great. but I should hop on that because I want to wear this before winter's over. We're going to get one more snow, and I want to wear this on the one more snow. So that's my goal. I'm going to have this finished this month, and then I'm going to, I have another sweater that I'm working on. Winter is so volatile here, like it'll go and come so quickly, so I'm really hoping I can finish before winter's over, because I want to wear it at least once or twice before I put it into my storage until I go to Rhinebeck. I'm going to Rhinebeck again. Say hi to me. Okay, someone commented last time I had a video saying they saw me at Rhinebeck but they didn't say hi. If you've ever seen me in public, say hi, for God's sakes. Okay, so next up on the docket that I have to show you that is exciting and probably will not incite rambling, I swear. So I'm making the Star Adventure quilt from Then Came June. So I'm gonna have a big, you can see that we have slanted ceilings here, a really big slanted ceiling, and it's really hard to put art, like good art on slanted ceilings, except for quilts, because you can pin them to the wall. So I was like, I'm gonna make a really nice quilt. And I found the Nova Star quilt from Then Came June. And it is a beautiful quilt. It is not a beginner quilt. And I'm not necessarily a beginner quilter. I am a reckless sewist. I don't give two rats behinds about how things line up, seam allowances, and I know in regular sewing, that's not that big a deal. Like you can kind of get away with stuff. And I do find that precision and caring about precision and being precise comes with time. Like in my knitting, I didn't give a crap about gauge swatching until 3 years in. And that's okay, because I think you have to really enjoy your hobby before you get good at it. And you don't have to be good at something immediately, you just enjoy yourself. But hey, guess what? You can't just do a advanced quilt, not caring about seam allowances, expecting it to look good. So I did a less intense one, and now I'm doing their Star Adventure quilt, which is just a bunch of sawtooth blocks. So I've been making sawtooth blocks. They look so good together. So that's one. I think I have 10 right now. And I'm going to do a little fashion show of all my sawtooth blocks. And so I've got 10 of them right now. And I'm actually, after I film this, my buddy's coming over and we're going to be sewing up more. I really hope that they're going to help me out. I love this one because the green and the yellow are quite similar. And in the middle, the quilt blocks, between all the quilt blocks, I'm going to have a gingham print. Look at that one. So good. So good. Yeah, sewing's not my favorite thing, but I do find that because I can't just sit still and do it, you get up and iron things, move around, I do listen to a lot of audiobooks when I'm sewing, which is always good. I just finished, it was an M to the third recommendation from, actually I have 2 M to the third recommendations that I put on my Libby holds in October, and how Libby works, especially with audiobooks, is that you don't get things for a while. So I just finished Mexican Gothic, and also the last one left. 2 books that I would definitely recommend. And they're good, really good books, but they're kind of for spooky season. Like Mackenzie was recommending them in like October during the spookiest time of year. And so I listened to very spooky books during, it was honestly like, it was like sunny out, like birds were chirping. I was like, yeah, maybe not the exact, this one is so off kilter, oh my god. Look at, that's okay. They don't have to be perfect. They just have to be good. You don't have to be perfect or good. They just have to be, okay? Lesson in being. Anyways, so I listened to 2 audiobooks and made those. The colors are superb to me. There's going to be a black and white gingham in between them all. I'm not sure I'm going to quilt them together. I'm hoping for like a queen size quilt. We'll see how it goes. I'm not married to the idea. I'm not pressed or stressed. I'm just like, yeah, that'd be good if this, but no worries if not. It's all good. I'm finishing my yerb. Isn't this glass so cute? So when I have matching ones. So is my girlfriend. Oh my god. I do have an acquisition to show you. I got a new tattoo. This is stork scissors, just like a very classic, you know, craft item. I'm gonna do a craft sleeve, I think. I'm like, wouldn't a little thimble in there look so good? I don't know what's gonna go here. I'm like a big skein of yarn. I don't want to have everything facing up and down, so we'll see. But yes, Sawyer, my co-worker slash friend now, is a very good tattoo artist, and I love to give them all my money. So he will tattoo me. Having tattoo artist friends is superb, truly. Okay, my last thing that I've cast on and I'm showing you is going to be my stripe hype sweater. You'll remember, if you're a long-time viewer, that my stripe hype sweater was on my list of things that I'm going to make this year. And I have been so good about sticking to my list. So I'm very proud of myself. Round of applause, please and thanks. So you're looking at the stripe hype. It's going to be all kinds of curly Q because it's stockinette. And I have just finished a full stockinette cardigan, so wish me luck here. But this is by Veronica Lindbergh. And I've never worked with one of their patterns before, so this is new to me. And I'm really enjoying it. It's going to be a drop sleeve, so this is the back panel. I'm working on 4mm needles. Yeah. And so this colorful stuff you're seeing here is my hand spun. And this chartreuse baby poo green, whatever, if you're feeling nasty, is from Forge and Sew. And I got it at Rhinebeck. And it's like grown and milled in upstate New York and naturally dyed. And I really wanted to do a project with my Rhinebeck yarn to make it special. So these are all the skeins I got from Forge and Sew. Let me bring these up here. So I got these at Rhinebeck, not the purple. I already had the purple. We're gonna hide this. I already have this. But I got these all at Rhinebeck. And I was like, oh, I'll make a striped sweater with them. But it wasn't quite enough yarn to make its own striped sweater. And then I was like, well, you know what? This skein that I made of my own hand spun, like, really picks up all those colors quite well. You know? It's all in there. So I was like, damn. I guess I'll just make a striped hype sweater. But now my issue that I'm running into is that I have too much yarn and I'm going to have leftovers. And that to me is a problem. Because that's a lot of yarn left. There'll be less than this, but still I'll have like half the skein left. So I'm like, is that a hell for my colors crop? Is that, I'm just trying to have less stuff. Trying really hard to have less stuff. And it's hard to have less stuff when you have so much stuff, man. My God. But yes, so this is just the beginning. My hand spun is Corridale. I dyed it as well, so it's my dyed hands. I dyed it, then I spun it. It's Corridale, and this is a merino. Or maybe, yes, no, I'm lying to you. It is a Dorset Tunis. It's a sport. So the pattern called for DK. I did sport weight. I'm doing a spring sweater. I want to finish this. I want to finish this month. I want to do 2 sweaters this month, which I know is a lot, plus a pair of socks, which maybe doesn't leave a lot of time to work on my shawl, but I'm gonna be unemployed soon, so I'm just leaning into that. You know, I'm just doing it. Yes, you'll see probably. I'll say the next time I see you, at least the sleeves will be connected. Sorry, the front and back will be connected, and there'll be sleeve holes. Maybe not finished. Who's to say? Okay, cool. The next I'm showing you is I've been spinning up a little storm. I'm going to do a little parade as I go through. This is BFL Merino. These are all my Advent yarns. This guy's Targi. I'm kind of going for a bulky Aran weight here. I mostly just wanted to create a bunch of like fairly thick. This guy is superfine silk merino. This colorway to me, you know when indie dyers are trying to make like a Christmas yarn, but not be too Christmassy? This is the exact colorway they always make. It's always pink, red, and this like teal color. This is so soft. This is the Rambouillet. Oh my god, so nice. But I'm loving it because the fiber it's all different fibers. This one is merino and soy. This is the lesbian flag colors. Spend that on Valentine's Day. This guy is super fun. This one is the just Polworth. Good stuff. So yeah, this is what I've been spinning so far. I've got 12 of these. It was an advent calendar I got for Christmas that came in June. Nope, not June. I always say that. It came in January. But the colors are fun, and I'm hopefully gonna do like just like a bulky, maybe a vest. But yeah, just have the colors. I might make a vest for Zoe, to be honest. These are more her colors than mine. She loves this. Like, these are all her colors right here. I haven't made her a lot of garments. I'm quite selfish. I'm quite a selfish knitter. I don't make a lot for other people. Mostly because I've been burned too many times. I feel like I make stuff for folks and they don't use it, or they leave it. My mother... I made my mother a beautiful alpaca sweater, and she felted it. I don't even know how you felt alpaca. Like, I know how you do it, but like, it's hard. Anyways, I don't make a lot for other people. Zoe has once lost a beanie that I made her, and she punishes herself enough for that moment. And I've made her many things since then, but I haven't made her many garments. I think I might make her a sweater for her birthday. But yeah, Zoe has, oh my gosh, you guys, Zoe has applied to be a part of the Great Canadian Baking Show. So if I never talk about it again, she didn't get it, okay? But if I do talk about it again, it's because she's gonna go to Toronto to film for 7 weeks. And I'll have so much time. And if she goes away, I'm gonna make her a sweater, because 7 weeks is enough time. Like, you can't surprise people you live with stuff, you know? But yeah, I really want to surprise her with a sweater. So if she goes away, I'm making her a sweater for sure. For sure. The last thing I've spun recently that I'm going to show you is just this. To me, this is everything. This was from a bat that I made with my drum carder that you saw last time. It is every color under the sun. It looks like a watermelon rind. It's neon. It's gold. It's so fun. Yeah, this is my favorite spin this year so far. It's just like, what, like 15 meters? Like, there's nothing there, but I'm really proud of it. I'm really proud of it. Wow. Ta-da. And that's my spinning. I haven't done a lot of spinning recently. I haven't done a lot of thin spinning. Done a lot of thick spinning, but not a lot of thin. I'm almost out of my juice. Oh my god. Oh yeah, and here's my Turkish spindle right now. This Turkish spindle was a gift from my buddy Natasha. They're like, I don't know, the most generous person I know. Natasha, if you're watching this, I have your birthday present sitting right beside. I'm like looking at it right now. I've been collecting bits for them for so long, and I'm so bad at actually putting things in the mail. But anyways, I'm staring at your gift. It's a good one. But yeah, so this spindle's from them, and then this is just Targi that I'm spinning super fine here. I am not a spinner that necessarily cares about the look of my, you just stare directly into the butt of it, the look of my turtle. It just, if it's functional, it's good to me. But yeah, I'm spinning this Targi. It's quite bright. You can see the rest of the braid hanging out right there. It's bright colors, and I'm just gonna make a sock yarn. You're like, Targi sock yarn, I'll be combining it with a superwash. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. A nylon blend. Okay, this is my Moon Mist balaclava. It's called the Balabeanie. It has a beanie and a balaclava. I did not like this pattern. I'm not getting the designer. I just didn't like it. And it's literally not for any reason. Personal taste. That is it. I added this to the back. So, and on, I look like, you know how knights have like the chainmail? That's what this looks like. It's very soft and very functional, and I will never frog it because I like the way it like actually works. I just hate knitting in broken rib. Can a man dislike broken rib? Yes. This is, the back, one thing I changed is I added some increases to the back just to give myself some more room back there. Nothing too wild. And the hood here, yeah, the pooling of the sign pooling here, not a sign pooling, the unassigned pooling to me looks like a children's clothing department gone wrong. But the garment is soft, the colors are good, and I'll wear it. So that's that on that. The pattern might be good if you do the beanie and the hood together. I also think that my gauge was smaller than what was prescribed, but this is the yarn I wanted to use. This is the yarn that I used. I also have to block it. So there's a lot of factors here. I disappeared because I was hanging out with my best friend, but I have one last thing to show you, and that is my Zakkuri cardigan by Naro Ichikawa. I knit this in heavy merino from Knitting for Olive in blood orange, and it just turned out so good. It's a beautiful cardigan. Yeah, it's a great shape. I didn't read the instructions properly, and I didn't make buttonholes because I'm empty in the head. Oh, I got a brooch on here. I should probably take that off while I'm showing you around. I love to wear brooches on my knits because they don't poke holes in anything. You can just put them in between the stitches. This is the brooch that was on it. It's a little bug that Zoe got me for Christmas. It's cute. Hide my face. But yeah, that brooch was on there. But yeah, it's just I don't have a lot of cardigans, so I wanted to kind of fill the void in my wardrobe with a cardigan, and we sure did that. I don't have buttonholes in this, so I had to put on really tiny buttons so I could just put them through stitches. But I chose blue buttons because they fit the look pretty good. Look at that. They're so cute. I'm really happy with how this turned out. The color is lovely. You've probably seen it all over my Instagram. I will say, one thing I'm going to warn you about is that the absolute gunk that came off of my merino from this Knitting for Olive, the water was disgusting, and I washed it about 3 times, and it wasn't just the red, it was like red pigment, because red pigment is hard to like stick basically, but it was that, but also it was just gross. Like the water was like thick with, I think it was spinning grease, probably like spinning oil, but I've never experienced that much gunk in my knitting before. There's never been that much like grody material coming off of my wool. I'm really happy with how like soft it is and how durable it feels, but yeah, it was kind of gross. I don't think it would stop me from using it again, but I do think in the future, if I'm going to use Knitting for Olive heavy merino, I would skein it up and wash it before I knit with it, which is interesting. But yeah, that's the end. It's a bubble sleeve raglan construction here, and it looked huge before I split for sleeves, but I'm really just quite content with how it ended up. The sleeve looks like this, and as always, I will show you my mistakes because it's important to me that you know that whatever mistakes you make, I make them tenfold. I know here I had a bad stitch count, so I just decreased an extra. So there's that, and also yeah, I just didn't read the instructions. I didn't make buttonholes. So they're that, and also I ran out of buttons at the very bottom, so the last buttons are the wrong length from each other. It's not a perfect piece, but it sure is nice. And yeah, it's a wardrobe staple. I never knit wardrobe staples, but this one feels really good. This one's really exciting. So yeah, that's all folks. Thanks for watching. I'm sure you'll be seeing a lot more of me soon. Yeah, I hope the rest of your day is great. Yeah, thanks for watching. Okay, love you, bye.